angle.
Columbus, Ohio. Ohio State suspended its national championship football coach Urban Meyer for 3 games after the school investigated his handling of allegations of domestic abuse involving one of his former assistant coaches. The announcement comes after the school's Board of Trustees appointed an independent panel to oversee a 2-week investigation of Meyer and what he knew about domestic abuse allegations against former wide receivers coach Zach Smith. The board reviewed the report and discussed its actions for nearly 11 hours on Wednesday. Meyer, who will miss games against Oregon State, Rutgers and TCU, is suspended without pay. He has been on paid leave since August 1st. He cannot work with the team at all through the Oregon State game. After that, he can coach practices but cannot be at the next 2 games. "I appreciate the opportunity to learn from a mistake," Meyer said at a press conference. "There were red flags with Zach Smith. I wish I did a better job knowing things and finding out things. I wish people told me more things. I wish I had known more. I want to apologize to the Buckeye Nation. I followed my heart and not my head. At each juncture I gave Zach the benefit of the doubt." More, Urban Meyer stays as Ohio State football coach, but he is diminished after investigation. More, Urban Meyer. A timeline of the college football coach's career. Athletic director Gene Smith also was suspended from August 31st to September 16th. "I have ultimate authority and oversight, and I'm accountable for the athletic department, and in particular, the football program," Gene Smith said. "I could have done a better job in this particular instance." According to the report, although neither Urban Meyer nor Gene Smith condoned or covered up the alleged domestic abuse by Zach Smith, they failed to take sufficient management action relating to Zach Smith's misconduct and retained an assistant coach who was not performing as an appropriate role model for OSU student-athletes. Permitting such misconduct to continue is not consistent with the values of the university and reflects poorly on Coach Meyer, athletic director Smith, and the university. Their handling of this matter did not exhibit the kind of leadership and high standards that we expect of our athletic director, head coach, assistant coaches, and all on the football staff. During his administrative leave, Meyer was barred from coming on campus, but he was seen entering the building early in the trustees' session. His wife, Shelley, arrived around 2:30. Zach Smith was accused of abuse by his ex-wife on several occasions, most recently in 2015. Meyer initially denied knowledge of the alleged 2015 incident during an appearance at Big Ten Conference Media Days in July. He admitted to previously knowing about the matter and said he followed proper reporting protocols and procedures. In an interview for the website Stadium, Smith's ex-wife, Courtney Smith, said she had told Meyer's wife, Shelley, and Lindsay Voltolini, the wife of Ohio State's director of football operations, about her ex-husband's abusive behavior. Among the correspondences between Smith and Shelley Meyer were photos showing bruises stemming from the 2015 incident. Following the interview of Smith, the school's Board of Trustees appointed an independent panel to oversee the investigation of Meyer. Ryan Day, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, is serving as interim head coach. Across multiple stops, each more successful than the last, Meyer's coaching career has been a contradiction of near unparalleled success marred by bouts of controversy. At Florida, where Meyer led the Gators to national championships in 2006 and 2008, his program dominated the Southeastern Conference yet too often found itself in the headlines for player misconduct. Off the field, a program that seemed invincible was anything but. 31 players were arrested during Meyer's tenure, which spanned from 2005 to 10. A report by Sporting News detailed an altercation between Florida assistant coach Billy Gonzalez and star receiver Percy Harvin, which saw Harvin grab Gonzalez by the throat and tackle him to the ground before being separated by two assistants. Another one of Meyer's stars at Florida, tight end Aaron Hernandez, was involved in two incidents during his time with the Gators, both in 2007. In one, Hernandez punched a restaurant employee in the side of the head, rupturing the individual's eardrum. In the other, Hernandez was viewed as a person of interest in a shooting that occurred after a night at a local nightclub. In 2013, Hernandez was arrested and charged in the murder of an acquaintance in North Attleboro, Mass. Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder in 2015. On the field, on the other hand, Meyer led Florida back to prominence after a brief dip following the retirement of former head coach Steve Spurrier. Led by quarterback Tim Tebow, the Gator